Say Nani.
What am I supposed to say when I feel about a couple hundred different ways? And I can tell you about 1 to 5 today, but they might change and at this rate you might not. I was talking about you and me and everybody you brought in between the beat, and I just let it go so naturally. But honestly, I'm really disappointed, cause I thought that we were better. Hey, you said forever. What am I supposed to say when you in a different way? What am I supposed to? Ooh. Let's talk it out, let's get into it. Cause if we were real, it ain't about the music, yeah. Know what I want when I want you, yeah. When I'm pushing upon you, yeah. When I'm pleading and feeding, all that I know is I need you, yeah. Ooh, and I'm so sorry. I was just really trying to solve it. Like you said, it's not in the words, it's all in the action. And I can't take this pain, please don't be reactive. What am I supposed to say when I feel about a couple hundred different ways? And I can tell you about 1 to 5 today, but they might change and at this rate you might not see. You might not see. You might not see. Might not
Say Nani.
What am I supposed to say when I feel about a couple hundred different ways? And I can tell you about 1 to 5 today, but they might change and at this rate you might not. I was talking about you and me and everybody you brought in between the beat, and I just let it go so naturally. But honestly, I'm really
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Connecting the Dots with S&G. I'm your host, Jeff Harold, alongside the beautiful Shay Trendy. It is July 17th. You know what that means. We have a very special guest in the building. And of course, y'all see how beautiful she is. She's just sitting here, just minding her own business. A young man in here, tried to throw off a game earlier, but she got right back, though. So he's over here on the waiting couch right now. Ladies and gentlemen, the tax guru, the tax specialist, the finance specialist, the mentor herself. Y'all give it up for the beautiful Jada Henderson.
Hey, Jada. Thank you.
She's so modest, y'all. She's just chilling right now. So it is really, really good to have you here. We really appreciate you being here. We're going to jump right into this because I've been looking at just a few of your credentials, and I have to say I am very well impressed by this. Right? I've checked out your link tree, and there was a lot. Right? There was a lot. So first and foremost, now before we jump into this, though, I want to start off. Where you're from. Where did you go to school at, and how did you get into the finance and credit industry?
Okay, so I am from Springfield, Illinois, but I live in Fort Worth, Texas.
South Springfield. Okay, yeah, I like
but
that.
I've been in Texas since I was like 11, so I go ahead and claim Fort Worth. I went to UTA, but I didn't graduate. I studied psychology there.
Oh, okay.
But I got into the finance industry. It started out in 2009. A friend told me how much money they made in the tax industry. At that time, I was young, and 16 years ago, it was like the tax industry then was kind of like for mature people.
Right.
Older people did taxes back then. So when they said how much they made, referring people to do taxes, I was like, okay, I can make $100,000 in 4 months. Where I start?
Oh,
so that's all you had to tell me. So I actually purchased a franchise called Cobra Ball.
Okay.
So I went in with the franchise. I paid them $15,000. That was like in October, November, or something around that. I purchased the building. I just went right on in. I didn't even know what I was doing yet. When I got in the building, I had no furniture. They had left a table there and like a chair that somebody left, the last person left there. And I just really sat there and taught myself taxes for about 2 months. Opened up in January, and I made $30,000 the first year.
You taught yourself taxes.
Yeah.
Now, how long did it take you to really get the gist of that down? You said 2 months, right? About 2 months.
I opened up in January. Yeah, wow. Opened up in January. Practice. The more clients that you did, the better I got. My first client scared the life out of me. It was a guy. He came in there and put his feet on my desk and gave me a stack of papers. And back then, we weren't really virtual. We didn't have social media like we have it now. So right. It was person to person. So I just sat there and did one page at a time. I was like, okay, you gonna stay here? All right, cool. So I just did one page at a time, and he was patient. He sat there the whole time. It took me some time, but just the more clients I did, the better I got. I'm always learning, still learning.
I'm loving that. Mm-hmm. I'm loving that. If you're just not tuning in, welcome to another episode of Connecting the Dots with S&G. I'm your host, Jeff Harold. Alongside the beautiful Shay Trendy, we have Miss Jada Henderson in the building. And I want to know what type of trajectory she's on right now. You feel what I'm saying?
So let's just say if you have another, first and foremost, I want to shout out to you for being a black queen popping it. I really love to see my people doing big things.
Nah, for real.
But let's say if there's some more young ladies that's upcoming and want to file taxes, are you adding people to your team as well?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I teach taxes. I have a class August 2nd and 3rd. I have a tax class every other month because I sell software as well. So I have a tax class every month, and I have a software class the next month. So every other month I have classes. But besides those classes, those 2-day classes I have about 20 classes throughout the year where I keep teaching you. I don't just teach you and be like, okay, you got it now, go. No, I'm your mentor all year. So I have about 250 people up under me.
Jesus. That's a lot. Oh, yeah.
Well, I don't have to deal with all of them.
Oh, okay.
I sell software. So if I sell to you and you have 2 people up under you, so my job is to mentor you and your job is to mentor them. So I make sure you're good to mentor your team. But, I have about 150 people directly up under me and then my service girl. So it's, just.
That's even still a lot.
That's a lot.
It's all different personalities.
I'd be mad by number 3. I'm like, all right, yeah, y'all got it.
I got a pretty, they're cool. Like,
okay.
Yeah, they don't give me a hard time. They work with me.
Okay, that's all.
And then I know, the tax game that changed a little bit. Is there like any, changes we need to be expecting coming up?
Oh, it's a lot. Good question. I actually have a free class Saturday. I don't usually offer my class to everybody, but I did this Saturday because of the big beautiful bill. And
That's
so,
all everybody been talking about. That's
yeah.
all
well,
everybody been talking
it is
about.
a lot of stuff on there, you know. So I did want to just go ahead and get that to the world, you know. So my Zoom I'm doing Saturday is open to everybody because I don't want to just give it to just my team. I really want taxpayers and taxpayers to kind of know all the stuff that's going on because it's a lot of changes. So, but you know, every year I have like a little class I'll do here and there for free for the whole world to kind of jump on or either get the knowledge because it isn't really just always about my team. It's everybody needs the knowledge because, you know, we give a lot of false information out there. So I try to still teach, you know, and give it out there for free as well.
Okay, yeah, we really love that here. Anything about finance, we are always willing to learn here at Connecting the Dots. Yeah, we all
have to go put the word out for you. So you gotta send out that info. You gotta send out
my boy over there trying to be all coy right now.
I
man.
mean, he really, you know,
He's the man. Yeah,
but he really the man.
He's the man, bro. Yeah, you already know, man. And you know, real quick, you know, if you are familiar with the city Springfield, Illinois, you also know that The Simpsons is also based on Springfield, Illinois. You understand? So there's a lot of history behind that particular city, and that city is definitely known for a lot of land that they have, the particular small towns within it. So that's you know, it's kind of a small town living place to a certain degree, but it's still a big city within itself. Was Texas for you completely different than the Springfield? I mean, I know there's kind of a gap between, you know, like as far as like the time you left and you know came here, but yeah, was the living different up from there?
Well, I moved when I was like 11.
Right.
We moved to Irving and Las Colinas when I was 11.
Ooh,
but we did go back a lot because of my family. The older ones, they already passed recently, so you know I still have cousins there, but
right.
It is a big difference. I think that I got my hustle mentality from the north. It's really different. The people are different as far as the hustle mentalities.
Yeah.
It's just me comparing, you know, the people I deal with out here versus up there. It just seems like up north, they hustle harder.
They do. We're talking about, you know, that line from Carolina, New York, Jersey. I already know what you're talking about.
It's kind of like just they're more self-motivated.
I already know what you're talking about.
Out here it's kind of like, well, downside it's like more a lot of people who want to be motivated, who want handouts, who need you to push them, but it seemed like people from up north are more like, I gotta get it.
Let's speak to that truth. Hey, let's speak to that truth then. Now I want to get into this business deal. Now, first off, before we jump into the taxes, I want to jump into the other businesses that I'm looking at right now. Right, okay. So we go because the taxes is for the people, but these two particular businesses I'm looking at, the Lash Lounge.
Okay.
Yeah, talk to us about the Lash Lounge in Fort Worth.
So it's a franchise.
Yeah, of course.
So I don't even know what that's just like. I just did it. But I was going to a franchise called the Lash Lounge to get my lashes done. I do not do lashes.
Okay.
But I was going there for like 6 years, and you know, I started doing numbers in my head. I'm like, okay, this place is always crowded. It's nice. It's real pretty. I'm like, you know, if I pay this amount when I come and it's, you know, 8 beds here and they doing this, you know what? I'm like, hey, you know what? Let me see if, you know, if I can give me a franchise. So okay. It wasn't because I wanted to do, I don't do lashes. It wasn't about, I'm not even into beauty. So it wasn't a personal thing for me. It was just like, let me just try something different. The numbers add up. It makes sense to me. Let me just try it. So just doing something outside of my norm.
I like that.
You know, just, I want to do something different, but, you know, get that.
Okay.
I did the math. I just wanted to, you know, it makes sense. So
right now, do you do like the real big lashes or like okay?
So no, we do very natural lashes.
Okay.
Like we actually do healthy lashes. So we'll measure, not yours, but we measure. I mean, you know, we measure the lashes, the width and length to see what's healthy for you. So we only do what's healthy. We don't do crazy. We basic.
Okay.
We do healthy lashes.
You hear that bird wing? Big lash work.
Oh, big lashes are pretty. I like the big lashes too.
Because she came in here the other day, I said, fam. And next up, Twisted Rentals, the Airbnb class. Now, yeah, this is a little bit more on my alley. Yeah. So yeah, let's talk about this real quick before we go to the text. Yeah. Talk to us about that.
For real.
Yeah.
It's I do an Airbnb class, so like I have Airbnb, so I just teach you, and I've learned from mistakes in that industry. It can be a tough industry if you don't really go through there and make sure you are letting my people rent your space. But I do a class of that, just teach you how to find the locations and how to market them and how to manage them.
Okay. So, and how long is this course for?
The class, 2 hours.
Oh, come on now. We got to do this. Say, come on now. 2 hours.
We definitely have to do that, though.
Yes.
We need them.
When is your next class?
I don't have my calendar. Probably in September.
Ah, perfect.
Yeah, that's his birthday month.
Yes, I'll be 38 in September 17th.
Oh, nice.
So yes,
Nice.
I'm excited. This is gonna be big. Shada made me famous now, so I'm gonna celebrate. I'm about to celebrate.
So she with that, like, I can try to tell you.
He keep looking.
He like a me times 1,000.
He done got up and looked.
Yeah, hold on, we gotta get a picture of you doing this.
He gonna sign it.
Hold on.
Oh my God, y'all.
I mean, she a real.
Yeah, she's a real. Yeah, she's a real one. I'm loving this. So, and also, I'm looking at just one more before we jump into this. A+ Kids. Now, what is this? Now here at CTD, we love the kids.
Mm-hmm.
We always doing something for the kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So yeah, talk to us about A+ Kids real quick.
So we teach kids about credit and entrepreneurship.
What?
Yeah, we've gone to schools. We go to high schools and junior highs, and then we have classes that are outside the school, but we teach them about credit and entrepreneurship.
Oh,
hey, boy. So
It's really fun. You'd be surprised, like the parents come in there with the kids
and learn too.
Oh yeah, they'd be like, "Oh, I never knew that." And it's it's basic for the kids, but it's a lot of good knowledge.
We need a book.
Yeah.
We love to book you for something like that because we do community events.
All the
Yeah, we do
time.
too.
Come on now, ain't nobody teaching us financial literacy. That's why a lot of us jumped off the
Yeah, like that. We go to the unemployment office. They have us come do classes, and the housing association they have us do classes and some schools and stuff. So yeah, we do
next community event.
What?
Yeah,
I'm already
the kids
doing
have
some
a
stuff
blast, and they get
head.
certificates. They have a blast. They learn so much.
Oh wait, so they get to graduate from
They
this.
get certificates,
Wow, that's pretty cool. I like that. That's really good.
Yeah.
And it's a testament to how we did not know a lot of this growing up.
And
a lot of our
still don't.
parents, just will work, go to work or go to school.
Yeah.
And that's the mentality we grew up with. But even then, do you think it's kind of tough for the older generation to kind of accept how things are financially? Just based on it's more tech now technology wise.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm tripping over my words.
Mm-hmm.
Technology wise, but versus back then it was just cash on hand, or you just pay bills and that's it.
I don't think the financial aspect has been a too much of a challenge. I think technology has. The financial has slowly evolved, but technology is going really fast, especially for the older people. Like they can't keep up.
They can't keep up with a lot.
No, it's crazy.
Stuff, And I think a lot of them are still upset because in September they're doing away with actual paper checks.
Yeah.
No more paper checks.
And that's going to be a big deal.
Right. And what do you think that means for, those who don't necessarily have bank accounts, or who have just always dealt with money and don't really know how banks work, or they just simply don't trust banks?
For the older generation, they're going to have to adapt to it. My parents don't trust banks. They at all. And so I kind of am like them, COVID. I went to I went to the bank and I was like, I want every bank getting money out. Like,
for real.
Give me all of it because
you didn't know what was going to happen
you
at
don't
that
know.
time.
You don't know.
You really
Anybody
did.
having your money is not comfortable.
Oh man. What was that?
Nah, that. Somebody's got your money, something happen, you can't. Those.
Right. The whole digital thing shuts down. You
Yeah.
have no cash on hand or anything.
If you really think about it, or if you ever do it, like when you go to the bank to try to get money, most of the time you can't get like over 10,000. They don't have it. You have to order money. Like if you want 20, 30,000, you're not just going to go to the bank and get it. Most of the time you got to order it.
You got to order money?
Mm-hmm.
I did not know you could order money.
Well, you have to put a request in and get Yeah, you can't just go in there and be like, hey, cash me out 100,000. Most banks, of course, they got some big banks that will have that kind of, but most banks that you're going to go to, your local banks, they don't have that kind of cash on hand, or they won't give it to you, because if they give it to you, that's all their money. So they won't give you, like, usually over 10,000. You got to order it.
Wow.
When we had went to Rodeo in LA, that's what messed me up. We had stopped by the bank, and I'm like, bro, you get $1,000, like $1 million out the, like you don't never see those, stuff like that.
You just don't see that. Yeah.
I'm like, dang.
But,
so nah, she right.
Yeah,
but
most banks don't have it.
Right, but I mean, does that also depend on like the state? Of course, just based like.
I don't think so.
It doesn't, or some banks just do what they want to do.
Yeah,
or...
I mean, if they, I guess if they give you too much, they won't have enough to do what they got to do with the rest of the clients. Especially during COVID, like you weren't getting a lot at all because they were scared they were going to run out of money.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
But I mean, even now, it's just hard to get like a lot of money at one time.
Right, it is. I mean,
it's like it's yours. Can I have my money? Not today, ma'am. We can order it for you and have it by Wednesday.
My bank. Because usually my biggest purchase, my biggest spends are bills or anything that has to do with CTD, right? So if I go over a certain amount that they're not used to, they'll lock my card and send me an email, hey,
or a text,
fraud, like, oh no, this is me, it's just me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, retry it in 5 minutes,
right?
right. Yeah. But I respect that too, because it's like during COVID, a lot of fraud happened,
right.
A lot of people lost a lot of money. A lot of people got scammed out of a lot. Like it was really, really bad.
I mean, on the flip side, it's a good thing. They're protecting your money.
Most definitely.
Yeah, and that's their job.
Exactly.
Right.
That's why I appreciate it. If you're just now tuning in, welcome to another episode of Connecting the Dots with S&G. I'm your host, Jeff Harold, alongside the beautiful Shade Sharendi, and we have the beautiful Jada Henderson in the building. You feel what I'm talking about, man? This is a phenomenal interview thus far. She's given us some insight into all of these businesses and these organizations she's part of. I love what she's doing right now. So now we are about to get into this good old tax and credit.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what we're about to get into, because we hear, there are so many different tax professionals now, more than ever, right? Mm-hmm. And every now and again, you can hear something different from each person, right? So I want to dive into this real deep, because I know that there's always, when it comes to finance, taxes, credit, there's always something new that's coming aboard, right? So let's talk about A+ tax software.
Okay.
All right. A+ tax software. What is that, and when did you end up implementing that?
So it's a tax software company. So basically what we do is for tax professionals, when you go get your taxes done, if they're professional and they're charging you to do your taxes, they usually use what we call bank products. So if you go get your taxes done and you say, hey, I'm not paying upfront, take out of my refund, that's called a bank product.
Oh, wow.
So in order for them to do that, they have to have a particular software, professional software. Right? You can't just do it on TurboTax.
Right.
You got to pay them upfront or later or whatever. You can't use a bank product for TurboTax and just take it out of the refund. They need professional software.
Oh, this is crazy.
So I sell for the most popular software. So I don't sell like generic software. I sell the software that most tax preparers use already.
Wow. That is
hustle. I wish she had time in my life coach, but she already did.
Right, she already got 150 people.
I'm not too busy.
We love to hear this. We really do love to hear this.
62 in the person. That's this man right here. Like, what? Shut up.
He over there.
That's all I've been looking for too.
Oh, I love that. Now the actual software. Now, of course, like we know that those particular things, of course, has been purchased. Now, what is, I guess, the most expensive tax software out there, or like how do you do yours?
So the 4 softwares I sell, on average, they like if you call these companies and bought it, it's usually between $1,600 and $3,500.
Excuse me?
But that's not a lot when you're making a lot of money.
Thanks.
Right. Oh, she talking her shit.
If you do taxes, you're making, you're probably making some pretty good money. So you got to buy your software. It's like buying a computer. You got to get your software.
Of course.
So, but if you buy from the company directly, it's a nice, investment, right?
Oh yeah.
But if you buy from someone like me, I can give it to you for free. I can charge you $200, $300, $400, whatever. So I charge you a lot cheaper up front.
Right.
But I'm going to make some money off every return you do. And it can be small. It doesn't have to be a lot. You know, my goal is to beat whatever deal you already have. So whatever you're paying, my goal is to give it to you for cheaper.
Oh,
I can't give it to you for more than what you're already paying, because why would you come to me, right? So my goal is to see what you're paying and just beat that deal and give it to you for cheaper.
I love this is amazing. I love it. That's a hustle. That's the hustle. Now, the business consultation and mentoring program. Now, business consultation, we're gonna jump into that first. Now, you know, everybody says they want to do business. Everybody want to do business, right? But a lot of people just don't know how. Like we run into this all the time, right? So talk to us about business consultation. What is it that you teach the people?
So I used to do individual consultations. I have not had time to do it in about a year. So now I only do, I guess you could say, my people,
right?
My team, people. If I mentor you, that's pretty much what you're getting. But I used to be able to do it individually, and I used to have classes, but I just don't have time because it takes a lot of time. Like if I'm focused on you and your business, I have to know about your business, exactly what you do, and give you a game plan to grow your business, your particular business.
Right.
So I just decided to stay in my lane, so I can better assist people that are with me.
Okay, that sounds good. Now, when you're doing a business consulting, now the consulting that you do now, is it kind of the same as the business class you would take in like college, or do you just go like a completely different route?
It's more catered to what you actually do. It's more personalized.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if your business is a restaurant franchise, then that's what. Okay, that makes sense.
So everybody's path is different. You know, where you're at compared to where he's at, and where, you know, the what you need to do next is different. Right. You know, it's not the same for everybody. Okay,
yeah, I respect that. I like that a lot. And your mentoring program. Now, Shay has been looking for a mentor for CTD for quite a while now.
I didn't
yeah. And I'm
I ain't gonna say that out loud, but it just wasn't right fit.
Right, and I'll admit on camera live, I am very stubborn. So it's going. I know I need a mentor too, you know, but it's like I got to get out of that mindset of like, you trying to tell me what to do. Like I have to get out of that.
Definitely.
I'm still like that, and that's the childish part of me that I have to eradicate before I even do something like that. Right.
I think though, for you, I think if you found that person that you respected, you wouldn't act like that. You wouldn't think you're trying to tell me something because you respect them and you respect what they're saying, so you appreciate them telling you to do something.
Right.
Versus I don't know you, and you ain't even doing, not funny, but you're not even doing better than me. Like, why am I listening to you?
You
ain't got your
that be the only thing that be bothering me. That be the only thing that be bothering. Look, I don't mind. Right. I don't mind you. Right.
I'm just being honest.
If you not even on this, if you like,
come on now.
Why you broke and you giving me financial advice? You ain't got no money
either. You trying to tell me how to run my business. So
right.
That's why you have to, when you're looking for a mentor, you have to find somebody who's basically where you want to be.
Right.
Whether it's that industry or industry like it, that can kind of guide you to get to where you want to be. And then you respect them, you listen to them. She's hired.
She just give us your monthly rate and we'll pay it. Give us your monthly rate, we'll pay it. She's definitely hired. I respect that. Now, we're going to talk about growing a successful tax business. But before we do that, if you're just not tuning in, welcome to another episode of Connecting the Dots with S&G. I'm your host, Jeff Harold, alongside the beautiful Shay Trendy. We have Miss Jada Henderson in the building. Now, this, of course, she's our new mentor, y'all. So, yeah. she already here. Y'all need to tap in. We're going to talk about growing a successful tax business. Now, I would like to think that doing taxes is not for the weak. I would like to think that, right? Because I mean, mentally, numbers, coding, attitudes, you know, dealing with this, that, and the third, or just trying to figure out the financial part of this, the deeper financial part. Talk to us about, well, not the whole process, because you know I don't want everybody to know your secret, right? But yes, give us a few. I want everybody to know that, but give us a few steps that you took. In order to have your tax business as successful as it is?
So a few steps. No, one step at a time. So it kind of fell into my lap. Well, we talking about tax business or software? What are we talking about?
No, tax business.
Tax business. Okay. So I started 16 years ago. I went in head first, as we discussed. My first year, I made $30,000, and so I invested 15 on the franchise, and probably maybe 7, 8 just on the office and everything, get going. So I didn't make much profit, but I still had rent all year, right?
Right.
So my first year, I still had a bartender wages, what I was doing to even get the office. So had to keep working, keep making money to pay the rent, right? All kind of rents, right? So after that, I tried a few businesses in between then. Everything doesn't work, right? But you don't know what's going to work until you try. So people always say, "Oh, I'm not gonna do that. That's not gonna work." You won't. It doesn't work.
You don't know unless
it won't
you do
work.
it.
Like it won't work for everybody. Like I probably would never do a podcast. It's just like I probably don't know how to do it. It's just not something I probably wouldn't do. But that don't mean it's not great for you. So don't look at someone else like, "Oh, they didn't do good. And they're doing good. It's not gonna work for me." You won't know what's gonna work for you until you try, because everything's not for everybody, right? And everybody's not good at everything.
Right. Oh no, that's
yeah.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Hold on. We gotta wait. We're gonna run this back. And you just this is your very first podcast to be on?
It's actually my second.
Oh, your second.
No,
but
let me tell you, like an hour ago.
No, okay. I'm like, okay. I was like, what?
No, like an hour ago, and I didn't know where I was going, what I was doing, or what they was asking.
So you just on tour right now.
You got
He's just taking on a different.
She on the tour with the men.
He's taking on a different.
That's how you do it. I sat down like, what we doing? I don't know nothing.
I love it, man.
Yeah, I have no idea where I'm going or what I'm doing. I'm just following the
yeah. My man, Mr. Gino over here making stars, boy. I'm telling you, I love it. Now, filing taxes. Right now, of course, we know the big time is during the spring of every year, right? But is it viable to file your taxes any time of the year? And when you do file them, would you still have to wait that certain amount of time to receive the refunds and everything?
Yeah, the IRS is 7 to 21 days, no matter when you file.
Okay.
It's doesn't really matter when you file, but clients file all year.
Okay, because it's always been that thing about you have till this time to file your taxes.
Well, there are deadlines, but
right.
April 18th or 15th, depending on IRS changes, it depends on if it's a holiday and all that good stuff, or a weekend. But anyway, there's deadlines. October 18th coming up, that's next time, but you can get extensions. But if you don't get an extension, for the most part, if you don't owe the IRS, or when you file, you don't get a refund, you won't be penalized because you get a refund. But if you owe the IRS, they want their money right for 15th. If you get an extension, they want their whatever you owe or whatever you're gonna owe, they want their money. It's still due by April 15th.
Regardless of anything.
It gives you time to file, not to pay.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. So y'all heard that, right? You can file any time of the year, but y'all gotta look up these dates. You feel me? Like they just ain't gonna keep posting them on the news like that and everything else. You got to go look this stuff up, and I think that's another problem. People just don't want to go look the stuff up that they have to go look up and actually do this. So it does take time to read and understand and comprehend. There's a lot with that, So, but along with filing taxes, that has a lot to do with credit as well. And a lot of people are talking about credit now, credit repair, and they're trying to get that golden 700 that everybody it is very golden because a lot of people, especially in the Black community, a lot of our people never see that 7.
And it's really not hard to get there.
And it takes discipline. I'm pretty sure.
It can take time. It can take discipline. But if you want it, you can get there. I don't care how bad your credit is.
Sure, right.
So when I was in my 20s, I wasn't taught about credit. When they start giving me credit cards, every time I go somewhere, they say, "You want to apply?" I'm like, "Yeah." Everybody telling me, "Yeah, give me one." When I say I ran them up, I don't even know what I bought at Home Depot, but I ran them up for $30,000. I love Home Depot.
I ain't trying to be funny. I heard if you're looking for a man, that'd be the best spot to go.
Man, my God.
I ran Home Depot.
For the men, she should have ran it up in there, honey. Period.
Man, I'm so worried.
I did. I ran up a lot of credit cards, a lot. So, I didn't know. I was just having fun because everybody give me credit cards. Like nobody saying no. Y'all keep giving me cards, keep giving it to me. Every store, right? All these, clothing stores and everything. So when I was like, okay, I'll pay them $5, and I was like, that is too much. Like I'm paying Home Depot $9 a month.
Right.
I was like, wait a minute, this is just no, I don't want to do it no more. So I quit paying them. So now I'm like, wait a minute, what am I going to do when I need credit? Like, so I started working on my own credit. I fixed my own credit. I'm like, well, you know what? Other people need their credit fixed. So this was probably like 15 years ago. So after I fixed mine, like this was.
So you went through the whole credit disputes and the paperwork and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. So question. After 30 days, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Once you file that dispute, they're supposed to take it off, right? But yeah, supposed to, right?
Uh-huh.
Right. However, I've seen situations where people do the entire process and they get the email, they get the letter, 30 days, be off. Mm-hmm. They go back and check their credit 45 days, 60 days later. Why is this still on here?
Well, it just depends on how you dispute it and why you dispute it. So just because you dispute it, I mean they're gonna take it off.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Because the only reason why they're supposed to take it off is if something's inaccurate. You got 3 reports, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if this one right here, we'll say Sprint's on there. This right here says Sprint, you owe $700. This one right here says Sprint, you owe $300. This one says you owe $900. That means there's some inaccuracy somewhere, right? So you let them know, hey, all 3 of you guys are reporting differently. This said this, said that, whatever, and this is inaccurate. If there's anything inaccurate, they're supposed to take it off. Right? But if Sprint says, nope, that's accurate, here's the proof, this is what she owed me. You just gotta try a different way. You got to find something different wrong. Or there's a lot of ways, a lot of,
a lot of loopholes you can really go through.
But you basically have to find a reason for them to take it off. They don't have to take it off just because you disputed it. Because it's on there. The company, Sprint gave it to them and said they owe me $701 if this is accurate. Sprint already told them that, right? Now you got to prove that it's not accurate, or find reasons why it's not accurate. Because if it's not accurate on your report, it's supposed to be taken off.
So if you don't follow up, then that's on you.
Oh yeah, you can't just right. Everything one time. Like, oh, it didn't work.
Right.
No, they don't always happen the first time. There's you got to try different ways.
Okay. Yeah, that's understandable. Golly, I hope you're taking heed to this right now, y'all.
But you can do it, and it's so beautiful once you get your credit where you want it. And you're gonna look at it all the time because it's just you can go anywhere and buy what you can buy whatever you want, and without them even asking for check stubs or nothing. Like they run your credit, you got good credit. Listen, nothing down, whatever you want.
And I'll be honest, and I'll say it live. I was one of the people who payday loans messed mine up completely. Oh, I can go get this amount of money, and and then I quit paying them, and then next thing you know, it's boom, 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 and I'm like, yo. So a lot of people, like I said, they never get out of that 550 or that 560 or that 570. It's
really not
hard. A lot of people don't even really reach 600 like that.
Yeah,
you feel me?
So it's 2 parts, right? So whenever you get your credit fixed after you mess it up, because if we haven't been taught it, we're gonna mess up our credit, right? Most of us are, just because it's fun. You give me all this money to spend, and you tell me I can pay it back later. Okay, cool. Let's try it. So a lot of us gonna mess it up, right? So there's 2 parts to fixing your credit. It's the company you're working with, they're supposed to get rid of the negative items, but you may need to establish positive credit. If I get rid of all your negative items and you have no positive credit, you're not going to have a 700 credit score because you had no credit.
True.
So a lot of times when you get your credit fixed, it falls on the client, right? Who's not doing what we tell them to do. Like all you got to do is get some credit. And we tell you where to go and how to apply. I mean, as long as you start getting you some lines of credit, whether it's secure, meaning you got to put your own money up, or unsecure, whatever it is, you got to start establishing that credit because you need a history, you need the credit lines, whatever. It's a combination of things that you need, right? You got to start building that credit. We get rid of everything, you got to build credit, and that's how you build your scores. Everybody don't look at just the scores. It's the whole profile you got to look at. It's more than just the scores that matter. It's the whole profile that matters.
Wow, this is some big stuff right here. Oh God. Okay, now you're talking about free credit consultation. Now, Black people love the word free, right? So I want you to talk to the people now. How do you go about your free credit consultation?
So you schedule it. It's www.getapluscredit.com, and just whenever you're available, just get your free consultation. We do ask that you pull your credit first because we're gonna look at your credit. We need access to your credit so we can see what's going on, what needs to be done. And first of all, we don't even charge you when you sign up. We don't run your card until we make sure that we can actually fix your credit. So if we can't fix your credit, meaning some people don't need credit first. Some people just need credit.
Right.
Sometimes they think, oh, my credit, I got a 400 credit score. And we look at it, and you don't have bad credit, you just don't have any credit.
Mm.
So we're not going to take your money and say get your credit fixed. You had nothing to fix. You just need some credit.
I like that a lot. Now, with this consultation, what are the I guess the top 3 things that you would explain when you're letting people know how to fix their credit?
Pretty much that. If they need credit, start establishing that credit. The longer you wait to establish credit, if you don't have any, the longer it's going to be for you to get to the scores you're looking at, right? When you do get those lines of credit, use those cards, but pay them down. If you don't use the cards, they will close the cards, and that hurts your credit as well.
Closing the cards hurts your credit. Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, because it gets rid of your history, right? So just for example, I had a friend that had like a $20,000 Chase credit card, and some other credit cards. And one of the companies closed. She had a lot of cards, right? One of the companies closed one of her credit cards because she hadn't used it in years, and that made Chase close her card. Not because she did anything wrong with Chase. It was because they get like a notification that companies are involuntary closing accounts on your file, and that's like a high risk for them. They don't even know why. It's computerized, right? It's not a person like, oh, okay, I see why they did that. No, it's not a person looking at it and saying, oh, don't close it. They did that because of this. No,
the computer just reads it and like, oh,
yeah, that their involuntary accounts being closed, so that can make them close your cards. So anyway, long story short, you have to use your cards enough to keep them up, to keep them open. So use them, pay them down. That's the main. And the main thing is people always say, well, I can't pay it off this month. Pay the minimum. Pay it on time. Never pay it late. Even if you pay just the bare minimum, that's so big versus paying late. You pay it late, that late charge is just a monster. Those are the worst. So just pay the minimum every month if that's all you can do. But pay it on time. That's most important.
On time.
It's not about paying it all the way down. Paying it, yeah, keep up on the 20-30%. That's important when you're trying to purchase something, or you're just trying to keep because the longer you let your balance go up and up, it's gonna be hard to pay for it, right? So spend what you can pay for. If you're not already spending $300 this week, don't spend it just because you got a card that has it on there. Because how you gonna pay it?
Right. And do you believe that the way that people pay on these cards right now, are we talking about now? I know that some people pay like $20, $30, $40, and that's depending on the actual balance.
Yeah.
Now, what's the highest credit limit you've seen for a credit card? The highest. Okay, don't see that's cheating. Not you, not you, because that's cheating. She laughing. When I asked her, she on credit card, she gonna look at her purse. I said, "Damn."
No, but I mean, yeah, I got 5 American Express cards, so they're unlimited.
I mean, bro, she's a whole task group.
I've been
talking to a real boss.
No, I know this is a real. Because her Shay.
She ain't. Real quick. I ain't gonna say that because I don't know about that being funny. She ain't no food stamps talking about shaking up your mentor. She on her shit, man. That's how I need to lock in. That's what I need right there.
Because here's the thing. American Express, I have seen their commercials since I was a kid. I was born in 87. I remember the very first American Express commercial I seen. And I believe Warren Buffett was in it, right? I believe old man Warren Buffett was in it. That, I don't know, for me, that as a black man was always the American dream. To have an American Express, because not everybody can have this. You have 5. So this is crazy, right?
Man, I
gotta get my stuff together.
She gotta be humble. She don't need nobody.
Right, she don't need nobody.
You have so much bread, belly, she got all this stuff. I need her.
Now, before we wrap up this interview, because I love this interview with you. I really hate we got.
Oh no, we coming back because
because I really hate I gotta wrap this up, man. We on time constraints and whatnot, so we gotta But before we go, to anyone who is trying to jump into the tax preparation game, the tax credit game, where would you tell them to start as far as their own finances go in order to proceed to do that?
Well, the tax industry is not usually a big investment to start.
Okay.
I mean, I would say take your time and really find somebody that is reputable, somebody you trust, because you do need a mentor.
Course,
You do. So take your time and research them. Research somebody and then compare prices. But it's not always about price. That's where we mess up a lot. A lot where people say, "Oh, I don't pay nothing for my software," or "I don't pay nothing for this." But what are you getting for nothing? So it's not always, and that's a problem that we have, honestly, as a people. I talk to people all the time, and they're like, "I don't pay nothing, they don't pay," but they do pay.
Yeah.
Not just. I mean, they do pay. Like if you ask more questions, like how much you paying per return, like, and we be taxing. And if we don't know, if I haven't asked nobody else, if I only talked to you before and you gave me this and you charged me $150 per return, that's just normal, right? That's all I know is what you told me.
True.
But I meet you and it's $15 per return. So it's like you got to ask questions, you got to kind of research and just find the mentor you want. And I mean, if it costs you a little bit, then that's what it costs you, right? But we don't usually have like a high investment for this industry. Usually, people like me, people who sell software, we don't charge a lot up front, so it's not a big investment. Of course, I mean, your time is what you're investing. If you're really into it, you're gonna invest in time learning and marketing.
Okay.
But I would say the first step is just find you a good mentor. Find somebody that you don't mind taking a picture and post it with, like somebody that don't make you look bad. No, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's so good.
No, because I've really been looking for one. I'm talking like making posts like that.
Yes.
Reaching out, I'm just like,
everybody in the comments, I'll be your mentor. I'll be your mentor.
Like, there are certain people that you want to do business with, some that you wouldn't want nobody to want nobody to know that you do business with, because you know that they may be shady. Because you look, whoever you do business with, people connect you with them like, okay, she's shady. She might be. I've been asked to sit on panels and stuff like that, not our speaking engagements, and I'll say no based off of who's on the panel.
Yes,
because I don't want you to connect me with them, and I don't tell nobody why. I just say I'm not available for that event, because even though we'll know each other, if I don't feel like I want to be sitting next to you, because I don't want them to think that I'm like you, not being funny, but you gotta watch who you associate yourself with, because people judge you based off that.
I say that
real brand online.
I say that all the time. I'm not against what everybody's doing, but I am too good for certain shit.
Absolutely.
I am so sorry. Excuse my French. I am so sorry,
absolutely.
but I am.
Absolutely,
like,
and you should be.
Yeah, you don't have exclusivity. What do we talk about all the time?
Oh yeah, we definitely had
exclusive.
They be talking about that. Y'all think y'all funny now?
No, that's what I'm saying.
To make sense.
We ain't even being funny about it. That's funny as hell in itself.
But that's why I say everybody's not for everybody, and it's okay. Like, this person is for them. Like, y'all work good together. Y'all, that's y'all corner. Y'all work good together. The people I got, so I said my team is real. Like, I got good people on my team. Like, God sends me good people. When I say good people, like, I don't have no drama. I don't have no hating. I mean, we help each other. Like, we're in groups and we help each other. And we have prayers. We are there for each other. We have motivational Monday. So my people are like, and then, they're not my people, but my team or whatever. We want to help each other. We support each other. It's, I don't do, if I see one person being negative or hating, you out. Like, cause you're not gonna bring everybody else down or bring morality down over here. Right. So I just don't, and I haven't had to really do that. God send me good people. Like, He really does. Like, He don't send me none of that drama, but you track how you are as well.
Exactly. And when you're not out here messing people over or doing nothing like, see, that's what I'm saying.
People don't want to do business because I ain't doing what they're doing. And I appreciate that, because that's not, we
when you're doing godly work, that's what happens. And we really, we love it. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for the beautiful Miss Jada Henderson.
Thank you
for being here this evening. It has been a phenomenal interview. Like I said, we have to bring her back because there are so many more questions that I had.
I'm about to link with her too.
Yeah, we definitely have to. If people want to get free consultation, if people want to get their credit right, if they're trying to have you on another podcast, since you won't tour tonight. Talk to them. How can they get in contact with you?
So I'm on Facebook. Jada is Jada, Jada Henderson. I'm on Instagram. It's I am Jada Renee.
Jada, you ain't say. Okay. You ain't nobody corrected me this whole time.
No, she just corrected me too.
So no, I honestly don't really correct people. I really don't care.
I know, but see, Jada's fine because I don't need you to be related to that Jada. I don't need you to be right. I don't need you to be related. Yeah. So Jada, I call you. Yeah, I don't need you to do that.
And I don't want to be. But you can also, for a credit pair, you can go to my website. It's getapluscredit.com. Pretty easy. Software. It's A+ tax software. Yeah, Jada Henderson. I'm pretty much everywhere. I try to be.
Y'all heard it here first, man. Look, make sure you tap in with Miss Henderson. It is listen. The winter's coming, fall's coming, and we all know that y'all like to eat when it get cold outside. So this is the perfect time for y'all to go ahead and get your credit right and everything, because we already spend enough money on food. So like we're gonna need a lot more money saved up when it get cold outside. Ladies and gentlemen, A+ credit, Miss Jada Henderson has left the building.
Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in. This has been another episode of Connecting the Dots with S&G. I'm your host, Jeff Harold, alongside the beautiful Shay Trendy. See you when I see you. Peace.
Feeling your heartbeat. Soon as I step closer, the reason you call me is cause you need closure from me. As I feel on your body, I can see you change emotion, baby. I can be what you need. Let me in, baby, please, cause tonight you're all my own. Let me ease your mind. Lay back just this one time, cause tonight is going down. Cause tonight is the night when I change your life. I'm gonna do it how you want it, even the neighbors in your morning. Tonight is the night when I realize I'm just a man in your eyes, but I'm your man for the night. Cause tonight feels so right. You're inside, feel quite nice. Close your eyes, relax your mind. Cause tonight you're all mine, all mine. Love how you brush that pussy all up on me. Fucking until the morning, you telling me how you want it, girl. We body to body, you feel the temperature rising. Love how you grip when you read them on when I dig deep inside it down. Your pussy got a hold on me. My body, your body, girl, you controlling me, yeah. Yeah, you my little controlling free. Your pussy be leaking, I hope you soak the sheets, girl. Now you're too weak. Yeah, I got you saying the best of things. Yeah, girl, I'm listening. Started confessing your true feelings. Got you feeling outside your body whenever you come around me. Been telling me how you falling in love when I touch your body. Can't tell what we doing private, cause niggas be out here plotting. They waiting for you to drop it like it was a better option. But tonight feels so right. You're inside, feel quite nice. Close your eyes, relax your mind. Cause tonight